News. Hyde Park, the best hood in Upland.
Hyde Park,
Got it locked from Blvd to Venice Ave.
Hyde Park,
So come round here with respect, or you might get a shuriken to your neck, or a roundhouse kick to the face. The ninjas don't play. Stacking the UPEX from all the treasure we're hunting. Dragons keep the properties coming. Newcomers get help and they love it. Giveaways all the time and we love it. UFC and NFL where we rumble. Race track in the hood got constructed. Hyde Park is stunning. If you don't agree, then you can go.
You need to leave.
The best hood in Upland. Yeah.
Hyde Park,
Got it locked from Blvd to Venice Ave.
Hyde Park,
So come round here with respect, or you might get a shuriken to your neck, or a roundhouse kick to the face. The ninjas don't play.
What's going on, ninjas? So, KO, how you doing this morning?
Doing good. Got a few hours of training in this morning. It was nice to move and work off some of that too much extra food that we had. But yeah, it's going good. How about yourself?
Doing good. Yeah, had a busy morning and a relaxing morning though, so it was good. So I got a lot
Nice.
done. But we probably threw everybody off by coming on 2 minutes early today. So they'll be jumping in, but we got a special show today. We got some ninja friends in the house, so we're super excited. We've got one coming in from, we're pulling him out of the madness at Walmart. He's shopping over there and having a blast, I'm sure. And then we've got Shackdolin coming in from San Francisco. So let's bring those guys in. We get switched over.
Absolutely.
There we go. There they are.
Hey everyone,
Shackdolin, how are you? Sawyer, how you doing?
doing great, thank you.
Doing good.
Great.
So how's the craziness at Walmart there? Are there just mobs of people?
Yeah, and they got like stuff everywhere, so it's really hard getting by people. I'm in a quiet section of toasters right now. My wife sends me to Walmart though. I don't go shopping, so I have no idea where anything is. So I have to basically traverse the whole store.
We got to start. You know what we got to do? We can make this a fun event. We could just have Sawyer just go up to random people and ask them about the metaverse. Bring them
Yo,
on
bro,
live.
like 90% of these folks are Mormons, and in my experience, they're still using AOL.
Oh man, that's too funny.
That is funny.
Well, thanks for joining us this morning, this afternoon, depending on the time it is where you guys are at, and thought we'd just jump on and just talk shop, I guess, Metaverse, and what's been going on. We're kind of coming to the close of the year almost, about a month out of the end of the year, and it's winding down quick. And I know we got to spend time with both of you guys in Vegas, and it was what was that? I think it was back in June, so it was about halfway through the year. So
Oh my
what,
God.
what since Vegas, what have you guys like taken to heart since Vegas and come back and hit the floor running with in the Metaverse and Upland?
You go first, Shaq.
Okay, well, let's see. I don't know. I came back from Vegas and I got really busy building up my own Metaventures and whatnot. So that's been great, building lots of showrooms and factories and manufacturing stuff. But then the really cool thing we did was, of course, everyone knows Creep Fest. We've got Creedmoor Hub and to collection status with the help of like everyone here. Thank you all. So that was a lot of fun. It's great to embark on a mission and a challenge, and then be successful at it. That feels really good. So now we will push Creedmoor to limited collection, hopefully in Wonderland season. And we will also be pushing Cosme Valho and Bronxdale. So yeah, that's basically what I've been up to since Genesis Week.
And you guys, congrats! You guys got the neighborhood collection. I was waiting to see what you wore up wearing today. I didn't know if it was going to be the Creedmoor shirt or if it might be the San Francisco jersey. You do know we're playing today, right? Actually, tomorrow Sunday. So go Bills! Going to
Go
take
Bills!
down those 49ers.
Go Bills! Go Green Bay! San Francisco can play, I guess, and go San Francisco. I don't care about football, so I will root for any team.
Just jump on any bandwagon.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll support you. I'll support you.
That's funny. Yeah, I was gotta say the structural ornaments at you and are you still working with Tosshead or?
The Toss Shack is still a big deal,
Okay.
and still pushing out new ornaments for the season. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, those are killer. Where can I look at some of those? Show them off a little bit.
Go to, you know how to search for like showroom, right? In Upland.
Yep.
Search for Podium, POD, the number 1, UM. POD number 1, Podium, POD,
Now I
POD
got
1.
it.
Okay.
In Detroit.
It's like 19811 or something, Stipple.
Yeah, I think it's these. All right, I'll pull up my screen. Yeah, those look absolutely killer. They look great.
Thanks, KO.
Are you screen sharing that, KO?
I am now.
Let's pull that up. That's why I can't see it. Oh, cool.
This is the right stuff, right?
Yeah, that was for Genesis season. So that's the Ancient Egyptian series.
Yeah, those are cool looking.
Nice. I haven't seen those before.
So KO, can you please go to my ornament shop? Sorry, it's the Crown Jewels. If you,
let's see. This one here?
Yeah, good job.
There we go. Oh yeah, here we go.
I have this for Wonderland. And there's another one also for Wonderland that's sort of like a dark Wonderland. It's the one next to it.
Oh, like, there you go.
The Saw mask.
Nice. That's so, killer.
Take Winter to the dark side.
Yeah, his ears are a little gnarly up here.
Yeah.
That's
looks like he's got a jiu-jitsu ear.
And I was looking at these too. These are just sick looking.
I love that one. I think that one's my very favorite.
Super cool.
I like that Santa one. That Santa hat is pretty cool.
Ooh, this one's for Frost. I love this one.
Nice. That was a good one. Yeah, you guys been pumping out some really cool stuff.
Thanks a lot. It's a lot of fun. So that was for Harvest, obviously. And then, and then I had Gruesome Gaze, which is, you passed it. Gruesome Gaze is Right there on the left.
Oh, I remember seeing this one.
Oh,
I didn't know you
very
guys
Yeah.
made
nice.
this one. That's sick.
It's like Friday the 13th.
Yeah. Or Jason, or is that Jason? Friday the 13th? The chainsaw
Yes.
guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Super, super cool.
Very cool.
Oh, thank you.
When did those come out? I hadn't seen those yet.
They've been
I've
out
been,
for a while now.
Really?
yeah, I've been churning those out for since Genesis.
Those
So,
look really cool. I haven't seen any of those yet.
well, thanks, Ninja.
You get it.
All right.
Wolf Warner says, "Go Raiders." Wolf, that game was
That was
crazy.
ugly.
Kansas City's got to be the luckiest team in the NFL. I can't believe they won that game.
I had $5 on the Raiders too. It would have won me like $25. And then they fumbled the freaking snap. So I can't believe they fumbled that or messed that up at the last second.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Well, let's hop over to John because I know he's shopping like a madman over there.
And
See if
I've
we can
only
save him
managed to
from
get
some of the misery.
I only managed to get one item on the list so far for how long we've been here.
That sounds like me.
Yeah. So, anyway, Genesis week was spectacular. Also because we walked away with some money for development and for Next World, and I was really stoked and excited. I think that as developers, we always try to time our projects near the end of a bear market because it lets you build without needing to, focus on scaling and trying to make people happy and such because it's a bear market. And so the bear market is now ending about when we're, one or two steps away from getting into beta. But it's an exciting time in Upland as well. If I was just a regular player in Upland, I would be super stoked about the future. So about to have the layer 2s are about to bring utility in ways that I think some Upland or most Upland players haven't even imagined yet. So just get ready and hold on to your britches. Anyway, since then it's just been about development and Next World, and it's in no way profitable or cash flowing because of course it's not out. So since Genesis week, it's just about keeping the devs paid on a project that is not currently bringing in any money. So sometimes that's a challenge, but we make it work.
Yeah, we've gone through some similar struggles.
Yeah.
As we're pushing out products.
You're about to be going through a very similar struggle in the near future.
Yeah, and we are super pumped. I know well, at least I think the first on the docket is like Rodrigo's golf game, and then we're also yesterday on our stream we had our first assets produced for Next World in game, so we're excited to be kind of on that path of working with Next World and getting some cool stuff going.
Rodrigo's golf game. I was telling Rodrigo because the price to produce that is compared to other projects like yours is just night and day. So inexpensive. I was explaining to Rodrigo the reason it's so inexpensive is because they've been producing golf games since like Nokia. So there's a lot of material out there in like say the public realm that you can snatch for free. So. And as for like just manpower, Rodrigo's game is going to take like maybe 2 devs to produce, as opposed to something like yours, which will be 4 to 6 devs plus a project manager. So just like the manpower is just so small that it keeps the costs way down, especially if they don't have to come up with any concepts themselves because the concepts are already, they're already out there.
Nice. Well, we're excited, and I do think it's really good timing. With hopefully this bull run continues. The crypto markets have been just on a freaking tear, and I think it could help people out big time next year if it continues.
It's
Do you have any?
crazy to think of what we consider a tear, because it's all perspective, right? Like zoom out on the charts, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
the thing that we're considering a tear, like right now with our perspective, could very easily just be like a little blip on the what we will consider the real tear in like 12 months.
Well, and that's what's exciting because, um, what I learned last bull run, I did not take profits last bull run, and I learned my lessons. I watched it go up, and then I watched it come down, and so I learned
Yeah.
I learned my lessons.
I'll
But
tell
yeah,
you,
just
I learned that lesson in 2011, bro. Like, like or 2009 and 2011, and I keep learning that lesson because, man, there's no fear/greed, bro. Like, it's a real hard thing to conquer within yourself. But fear and greed, as Yoda says, they lead to the dark side.
yeah,
That's
that is
true.
true. And I've just
So
been like 3 years of building my crypto bags and like my Upland account. It's been 3 years of just so it feels like it's on a tear because finally we're seeing movement and because it's just been beaten down and beaten down. And I keep buying it, for the last 3 years. But
I had one of my regular, like, normal people friends, just never, he got into crypto during like the meme coins like last bull run, and he's been
yep.
in the meme coin trenches this entire like bear market, and I never ceased to make fun of him for it. And about a week and a half ago, bro, I shit you not, he bought a $70 million private jet.
Oh man.
Holy moly. That's
So
crazy.
I was like, it was worth it, bro. I was just making sure that you were paying for it, and like your mental health as well. Anyway, I did have a concept that I've been exploring for Next World that you guys might be able to think about. Is I've been talking to some crypto friendly credit cards about white labeling a credit card, and since they're crypto friendly, it will allow us to move into rewarding people that use it, because they're using credit cards anyway, with in-game rewards.
Hmm.
But it'll be an additional cash flow, like, sort not a big one at all, but it'll be another little stream of income that you can use to support your project.
Nice.
Cool.
And Hyde Park Ninjas is well branded anyway. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'll use my Next World branded card, right? But I would be tempted to use the Hyde Park Ninja card too.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds really cool. I do like that.
Yes.
There was a question from Kuro. How many devs to maintain the platform, though? Seen so many second layers fall due to changing upland environments and them being too small when issues appear. Can you ease some
For
concerns there?
for devs for building next, it also has to do with the quality of your devs too. All of our devs are don't do anything else except work for us, and so we've been able to train up a core. Out of our 42, we've got a core of about 5 devs that are full stack devs, server management, and even they do the graphic arts too. So one of our core members, one of that group of 5, is easily replaces say 3 to 4 devs that you would get from, like, India or Guatemala or one of those other places. So
Gotcha.
for Next World, we'll probably at least three of them will actively be monitoring Next World, And as their time and efforts are either maxed out, we can always easily expand or contract that team. I don't see Next World ever needing more than 5 devs for maintenance and upkeep on a rotating schedule, of course. And we'll probably have another 5 or 10 that are dedicated to pushing out new features.
Nice. So maintaining the platform doesn't seem to be an issue for you.
Yeah, it also comes to the position that we have as a dev studio. In the past 12 months, we've been blessed enough to make enough revenue that we could probably operate for 6 or 7 years with zero income. And so our real goal is to get Next World and the Layer 3 games to a point where all 42 devs are working full-time on Next World and the Layer 3s.
Fantastic.
Nice.
That would, I mean,
So
imagine where that would take all these projects and nodes and things. I mean, it could really take things to the next level.
yeah, and it has to do with we do all the Layer 3 projects as joint ventures. One, so it's a mutually beneficial mutually beneficial relationship in that if a game blows up, us as the studio, we can take advantage of the profits there. But it also is because it's a joint venture with Next World, it allows the games to participate in the profits of Next World, and that means that Next World will be helping to support the ongoing funding of of these Layer 3 games and experiences. And that's really the goal, is to produce a platform where creators can bring their vision to life, entertain people, and give them value, but be able to do it with a budget, an ordinary budget. Not everybody, like you guys have gotten quotes from gaming studios before. You tell them your game and they're like, yeah, that'll be $150,000. Like, who can do that? Nobody
Right.
can do that. Whereas if we can get the budget down to something that, some map asset sales will fund, then anybody can essentially create their own pocket dimension within Upland or on top of Upland. And so I think that's really exciting. That's why I'm so excited for 2025, is because I think we're going to see an explosion of creativity and growth. Maybe not just on Next World. I expect it to be everywhere. There's guys that are building stuff in their basements right now that I talk to. Tools, experiences, games, and they're not on anybody's radar.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I'm excited
anyway,
to see.
it's like I get chills when I think about the next 12 months.
Awesome.
Well, and sorry for, I don't know, like probably the last, well, since Genesis Week, you've just been hounded with lots of questions and stuff, but I know some people are always curious and wanting to know about what Next World and what's cooking over there. So, you're still on track for like January or Q1?
Definitely, I would say definitely Q1. We're in the coding stage right now. Has always been the biggest section in our release roadmap, is the coding, and we're into that now. So I would definitely say I'm confident for a Q1 release of definitely alpha and most likely beta. I don't think we'll have that long of an alpha stage to identify and squash all the bugs that may pop up.
Gotcha.
And then let's see. Oh, and yeah. Anyway, super excited. If somebody's not excited, you're not talking to the right people. I'm even excited. I'm even excited for the Spark Exchange. I mean, they've gone through several months, maybe like 2 quarters almost, of just roughness that the real world just injects into the digital world. But I'm super excited for the Spark Exchange, and we're going to be collabing on one of their projects, Vibes, in Next World and in the Layer 3 games as well.
Nice. Yeah, definitely looking forward to that too. Definitely want to see that project revitalized, bring some life to it, which should be great.
So, yeah, I always hear the doom and gloom because that's what happens when, you know, your perspective is limited to only your bags, and if your bags are only in one thing, like, it sucks. But hot damn, dude, that Spark Exchange is not going anywhere. And just for, I believe it would stick, or even if it was going somewhere, which it's not, I would say it would stick around just to take part in the to keep the vibes and alive, to take part in the collab, because it'll be a huge collab for them.
So I'm looking forward to the Evergreen Lodger seed heads project.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
And I just want to say that I recently became a seed heads. I purchased the Slick Rick model. And so I will be having sales of my seed head. So that's super, super cool. I love rap music. My son is a beat producer. And so Slick Rick is an iconic rap artist. So I'm very proud to have the Slick Rick seed head. And I know that the ninjas also have a seed head. And I know that you, John, are working with the heads too. So that's super cool.
Yeah, so I was actually on a call with him yesterday, and that's what I was saying is missing from Upland. Like we have the cityscape where you can build structures and stuff, but the thing that's missing for me that I like about, you know, driving through cities and then getting past the city is looking out the car window and seeing, like, you know, the farmer fields. That's what's missing out of Upland. That's the, you know, if we had that, it would be a much more complete experience for me.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, I see you got some seed heads up there on the screen. Which ones are Slick Ricks or Slick Shacks, or what are they? Slick Ricks?
Slick Rick is still in development, I think. Yeah. So Slick Rick is not being produced yet. Now that I bought Slick Rick, it's going to be finishing in the design production so that it can be pushed to manufacturing.
Who are the big ones with the big hair over there?
Those are the veg heads, which are I think you need them for gardening.
So when I saw those right away, I thought of the Muppets. The dude that plays the drums, Animal.
That's funny. I know we have a Hyde Park Ninjas one, and I can't find it yet. I don't know if he's. I know that at least one's been created. Oh, geez, that'll take forever to go through here. But I know that we've got one as well. So anyway, I need to get up with Coach Funk. I got to talk to.
He's in the chat.
He's actually in the chat right now.
Hey, Coach Funk. I need to get up with you later. Yeah, I know it's there. Just having a hard time finding it. But yeah, I'll come back to that. Bore you guys with that. I was just taking a look at Sparklet. What's y'all's opinion on? We're kind of on a support right here. We could come down here to about 3.5 cents.
Yeah,
that would be kind of.
Looks like it's time to buy again.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. Not financial advice, but.
Yeah, I might see if it's gonna hold this these last supports. It can go down a little further and be fine, but I would not like to see it lose 3.5 cents.
I say let it crash.
Right?
You want to get it cheaper?
Yo, dude, if I could pick up Sparklet for under a penny, like,
Heck yeah.
I would be happy as a client. Like, listen, like, for guys like us, like, we're not buying Sparklet because we're looking to make money or sell it. We're buying Sparklet to use. So the cheaper, the better. I care not about price at all.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So unless I had, like, bro, if I had 200,000 Sparklet, I'd be using every hot damn one of them.
Yep.
Yeah, mine are
Well,
constantly being used 100%.
Yep.
And dude, and honestly, if you can't use, well, here's like for Next World, we need people building structures in order to actually play the game or most of the game. You need structures, and so a lot of the new players that we're bringing on don't have structures. They don't have Spark. They don't know how to buy Spark. So building a townhouse takes 180 days for them. So there's people begging for Spark, and if you're not using them, you can find structures all over the place to stake your Spark on.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to see that.
That segues into something that all builders should consider is Upland has its own audience, and you can check what that status of that audience is on DAP Radar. But that's what most builders are building for, is just the Upland audience. In your Layer 3 games that we'll build, we're going to have, Next World included, we're going to have inlets for non-Upland players to start playing. The key is they won't be able to cash out because the in-game currency is going to be UPIX, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So they'll be forced to come down into Upland to, cash out, say, if that's what they want to do. But what I suspect they'll do instead is they'll stay, because they'll be, they'll see the benefits of the game that they're playing in Layer 2 or Layer 3. They'll see the benefits of owning assets to enhance their gameplay on those games that they're playing. So as a Layer 3, project, or anybody doing a Layer 2 project, your goal should not just be the Upland audience. It should be the wider audience at large.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Upland's audience, it's a decent size, but it's just minuscule compared to the rest of the market out there.
Yeah, correct. And so that's, Upland usually wants to know how your project is going to benefit Upland. The easiest thing to say is, we'll bring new players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So, and then say structure, like non-collection properties, a dime a dozen, right? But when you have a Layer 2 or 3 game that utilizes properties like, say, Hyde Park properties, or just for Next World, any property, it increases the demand for those properties. If you had 10,000, new players ape into a Layer 3 or Next World, and then, continue down into Upland, you would see the market change very, very quick. Overnight, you would see the market change.
Yep.
Well,
We're
let's
going
go.
to, over time, consistently see the Sparklet go up. I mean, with new things coming, it's being used for vehicles now. And I think it's just going to continue to go up when there's more utility and more use case, like you're talking about. So as people have to build structures to participate in these different games that are coming out, it's just going to build from there and become more valuable. So it's going to create the utility for the Spark, more utility.
Yeah, so let's not forget we've Sparklet powering transportation. That's coming real soon. And then when we start manufacturing NFTs in NFT factories, that is going to be spending Spark. You actually spend it, and those NFTs will be used as legit for interior decoration. So all interior decoration will be in the form of legit, manufactured in our NFT factory. So are legit factories. So yeah, lots more utility coming.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, Shek. And then, what do you guys think is a realistic goal for Upland in the next 12 months? I mean, do you think a 10x in users is out of reach?
I would get your data hat on and get into DAP Radar, and this will answer your question without telling you the answer. Get into DAP Radar. Look, because Sandbox has sand, right? Kind of the same thing as Sparklet. But Sparklet has more utility because you use it in game and literally pull it out of circulation. But go to DAP Radar, look at the daily or look at the monthly active users for Sandbox, then compare that with the price of sand right now, and then cruise over and look at the monthly active users for Upland, and then look at the price of Sparklet, and then also supply as well. And I think 10x is a super conservative, beyond super conservative number. Oh, and I do give financial advice. If you follow my advice, you are guaranteed to lose money. So proceed at your own risk.
Well, there's another important point regarding Sparklet, which is that right now, right during this year, there's all of these Sparklet airdrops and distributions, which is keeping selling pressure on the Sparklet market. That's not going to last forever. So you get as much Sparklet as you can now, and that distribution is going to wind down. So there won't be selling pressure, and that should cause the price to go up.
I hear people bitch about the Sparklet airdrops. Look, Upland needs to get out a certain amount of Sparklet into what I call the wild, right? Because there's going to be a bunch that's pulled into Upland, which takes it out of circulation. And, you don't want to create a buying frenzy. So but Upland can't also, put it on the market to buy from Upland, because in our regulatory environment that might be seen as like a no-no. And we know that Upland is super conservative when it comes to regulations. And so these airdrops do serve a purpose. And like Shaq said, the price, I would say, is being artificially depressed. And once that artificial depression ends, just like properties, they're locking up unminted properties. What's that do for the secondary market? Only one thing, right? Same thing goes for the Sparklet airdrops. Once that artificial, once they say lock it up, it's only got one way to go, and that's what for Sparklet or any other like small cap coin or token. I always look at the price, like 3.5 cents. Like, how much farther can it really go down before people won't allow it? Like, for me, if I saw it hit 1 cent, I wouldn't be letting it go any lower personally as a buyer, because I'd be buying everything at 1 cent, So at best, if it dumps, you're going to take a 60% loss, right? But I don't even consider it a 60% loss, because I need it to work with anyway.
Right.
Well, and also with these drops and stuff, I mean, there's only 168 million Sparklet out on the circulating supply. So that's, just shy of 17% of the 1 billion. Like, they do need to get this Sparklet out there.
Well, I think it's so funny how people are fixated on the cost of Sparklet now, because before it hit the exchange, people were spending $500 a Sparklet almost, and it had zero value. Except for its use. You couldn't sell it ever. You could never cash it out. So it's very interesting how people's focus has now shifted to the price of Sparklet. We used to buy it for a lot more with no possibility of cashing out. So it's just interesting.
And it's got more utility now too.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if
I
there's
concur.
a 60% loss on a good note, that means we can build 60% more.
Yeah.
And then let's not forget that Upland holds the levers of power. So they can adjust how much sparklet's required to do certain actions and directly affect the price of sparklet with that.
Yes. And they're going to do that in January.
Yeah, so I don't like the unknown. We're gonna have to like try to figure out their algorithm, price versus utility. So until that happens, I don't like the unknown, but we'll see.
Kind of back to the properties being locked up. Do you guys think? I just have this feeling that like so like in my head, UPX is like 3-1, 4-1 to USD, right? So if you want to get UPX into the game, you can get 3x or 4x on your USD by buying properties, and that's. But when I started the game, it was more like 50%. Um, but do you think that gap is just going to stay the same? I mean, I know the secondary might go up, but the gap. Do you think that gap can close between UPX and USD? Because in my head, it's just programmed to be 3-1, or in some cases 4-1.
No. I don't think that'll. I think that's going to. I think the lockup will see that gap shrink.
You think so?
It's an interesting play, but I do think so. I think that we'll be in 2025. I think we'll look at getting closer to a 50-50.
That'll be interesting to see if that. Even if the prices go up, is it still going to stay 3-1 or 4-1?
Well, because the USD. Oh yeah, I see. Price for UPX going up with the price for USD.
Just because all the players now are trained to know that.
They're trained, but just like the Shaq was saying about the spark versus sparklet mentality, the mob is a fickle beast.
True. Very true. I'm curious either way to see. Speaking of, we have 388 properties left.
Wow.
We got like 6 days left.
I think I have 8 properties in Hyde Park now.
Nice. Well, I have enough of my earnings to pick up another one today, so I'm gonna do that.
Dude, I'll tell you what, being at that, like, I didn't think the difference between whatever the 14 or 13, whatever the non-bonus UPX earnings was, like I'm at 15.1, and it actually does make a huge difference on what I get every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that I've gotten it for the last 2 seasons, I'm definitely not going to want to give it up.
Well, they made it so easy. They made it so easy to get. Like, I ain't spending any extra time like getting that higher one than I was getting that 14 point whatever. So
no, it really was pretty simple.
Dude, I even did stuff I've never done before, like I didn't even know you could make collections in NFLPA. So I just went back when I was buying them ham because I thought they'd be like trading cards and worth something, not burners. I was buying them ham in 2020, so I just went back to my 2020 collections or cards or whatever they are and legits and just popped up 3 collections in like 2 seconds. It was easy.
I had to do the same thing, and I didn't even realize there were different years, so I had to go back to 22.
Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
Well,
let's see.
We have we got to put the spin wheel together too. We do have a spin wheel from the last video, and we are giving out a pass today. We have a Wonderland pass, so we'll be giving that out live today.
I'll put that together.
And we have till December 6th. That'll be
let's
the
give out
cutoff.
let's give out some statues too.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Yeah, let's do 3 whites, 2 bronze, and 1 silver.
Oh, snap.
3 whites, 2 bronze,
and the
two
winners
black,
can either Oh, you had 2 black, 2 bronze, and 1 silver. And then the winners can either send me swap requests, or I can reserve them in our Los Angeles or Manhattan showroom.
Okay. All right. Lightning Rig is throwing a golf cart in there too, or go kart, not golf cart. Go kart.
If you'll make
So,
do a hashtag.
Yeah,
real
let's
quick,
go
guys.
hashtag Samurai Santa.
You're making people spell today.
I'll type that in there actually, because AI spells it different. And speaking of Samurai Santas, I just realized I have not changed the pricing on the 1 to 10 mints. So if you're looking for a deal, you better get it before we get off stream today. We've got those up in the LA showroom. Actually, the mint one already sold. That one's gone. But there are 2 through 10 still available. Those are at half price. All right, hashtag Samurai Santa, and that'd be for, those are going to be for the, let's see, the white, the bronze, the silver, and the go-kart. KO's
Yeah, I got
putting together the spin wheel for the other one.
Let's do the spin wheel for the season pass.
Nice. All right, let's pull that one up. Big screen. There we go.
All right, you ready?
All right, guys. So this is the spin wheel from the live stream we did yesterday. Everybody that commented on the video. This is for the pass, the Wonderland pass.
Let's see who's going to get a... Ooh, Cassostra won yesterday, too.
Oh, yeah. Cassostra. Cassostra's hot right now.
And then I'll work on putting together another one.
All right, so the next one we're going to be giving out 3 white statues, 2 bronze, 1 silver, and a go-kart. And if we get up to 20 on that wheel, I'll give away a Samurai Santa as well.
Nice. Okay.
All right, we'll let KO get that up. I see, is Michigan still beating Ohio State? I'm sure Wolf Warner's watching that game.
Oh, you know he is. Shaq or Sawyer, did you guys have any opinions on the Mike Tyson fight?
Yeah, I wanted Tyson to win.
Yeah.
So I said that Tyson would win.
I think we all put just about.
But that was a complete shit show.
It was terrible.
It was absolutely horrible. Sawyer, I think you're on mute there.
I did see an article today that said Jake Paul was done with the influencer boxing.
I saw something about Tyson not being allowed to fight anymore, pro, because of this event. I don't know. It was in some kind of social media. I read it. I don't know if it's legit or if it's just speculation, but it appeared it might be the real deal. That was the worst fight ever.
It was really lame. It was kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
Embarrassing for the young guy. It's like, what are you doing beating this old man up? Jeez.
Well, then you just wonder. I mean, Tyson, it didn't seem like Tyson was boxing like he would normally have boxed. I mean, not one time when he ducked under did he throw an uppercut. Not once. And that was like totally his game. It just made no sense.
I agree.
So you make him look like he's more washed up, than he is. Not saying he's washed up. He's an unbelievable boxer still, I think. But just watching him box and watching, the weeks before, months before, him hitting the bags, it wasn't even remotely close to the same person.
I I have my opinions on that. I think it was a lot of good editing and stuff to
And the bag work,
hide. Yeah,
you think?
I do. I mean, I don't know. It's just my opinion, but I think they did a good job hyping. But I mean, the man hadn't competed in over 20 years, I think, right?
Oh yeah, it's been a while.
And he hasn't been training.
They said
I
he's
know if I
been
miss,
sparring 8 rounds a day leading
well,
up
I
to the
mean,
fight.
well, I'm saying, but you have a 20-year gap.
Yeah.
If I have a 2-week gap, I'm off my game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
much
true.
less put a 20-year gap. And now if you're training the whole time, that's different. But he said he was not training during those 20 years.
Yeah.
That is hard to come back and do that. Like I said, if I miss 2 or 3 weeks, I feel like it takes me 2 months to get back what I lost. So anyway.
Yeah, Warner, you're right. They both did laugh their way to the bank. 60 million combined. Not a bad day.
Not a bad day. Not a bad day.
That whole card was like a disaster because the girls' fight was the best fight on the card by far.
Absolutely.
And, the way that one went was not right.
Well, let's give away these statues. I don't know how much time Sawyer's got. He's been gracious with his time, and
He's probably got 2 items now. two items off the list. I think he's on mute too, and he doesn't know it still.
You're on mute, Sawyer.
His lips are moving, but I can't hear anything.
I think he just realized it.
Oh, hold on. That was the wrong screen. There we go. There's the wheel. All right. So how many have we got in here?
Hey, I got a message him. If he
Where's
can see
Coach?
it.
Coach isn't on this wheel. Where's Coach? Is he still here? Got Lightning Legs in there. Scory, 1990. Congrats, 1990. Finished in second place of the carts.
Yeah, for the FTC. Now, him and Elslike had the same amount of points. So was there a tiebreaker?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not sure on that. I'm pretty sure 1990 said he took second place. I'm not sure
There's
what
some more
the tiebreaker scenario was.
There's some more people in chat, so I'm going to give about 30 more seconds. Hashtag Samurai Santa to get on the wheel for some Next World statues. And a go-kart from Lightning Leg, right?
That's right.
And then what did Sawyer say? So
we have 3 white statues, 2 bronze, and 1 silver. So 6 statues total. Picasso said it was a tiebreaker. So it looks like Elslak maybe won the tiebreaker. In 1990 took second.
Kira wants to give away a cart too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Kira.
That one's for a cart.
Giving away 2 carts today. I'm going to be jealous. All right. Well,
how many people are on the wheel?
We've got 11 people. And we've got 8 prizes.
All right. Just throw 3 more prizes on there then. Everybody's got to be a winner today. 1,000 Upix, 2,000 Upix, and Samurai Santa.
All right, here we go. We're going to start off with the biggest prize first. I think it's going to be the silver. The silver statue. All right, are we ready?
All right. Give 30 seconds. See if we got anybody else in there. If you're in chat, quickly, chop. Get your hashtag Samurai Santa in there.
That's how ninjas tell everybody to go faster. Chop.
Chop.
I will give these away, and then
I was thinking about you last night, KO. I know you're a golf fan. I went down to, I have a friend I grew up with in Buffalo. He actually moved down south here, and he put a golf simulation place in. we went and visited yesterday. I didn't swing any clubs, but we stopped in and visited. It was a pretty nice place.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I would
Pretty cool.
I would love that.
You could do driving, but it had like a lot of like for the non-golfers, you know, it had a lot of like fun games too.
Well, maybe if this bull run goes to plan, maybe I can put a golf simulator in my house.
There you go.
We'll see. All right, everybody, here we go. We're giving away a silver Next World statue. You ready?
All right, let's do it.
Almost Human. Congratulations.
Hey, human.
All right. If you'll reach out to Jay Sawyer. And let's give away a bronze.
Bronze, we got 2 of those.
Kiro or 90. Just barely.
Just over there.
Congrats, 1990. And if you guys collect more of those, like, I think you can turn in 3 the same color to upgrade or something like that. And another bronze.
Yeah.
Got to come.
All right, congrats. And to Queen 2. And let's do the 3 white statues. RDP.
Hey.
All right, RDP.
Do another. Swarley.
Swarley.
Congratulations, Swarley. Just had his wedding.
Yeah, Swarley.
I
That
hope
was
that
just
went,
the other day.
Yeah, I hope that went well for you, man. And just thinking of you guys.
Kuroneko.
All right, bro.
Not sure how that's pronounced.
And next, let's give away a Samurai Santa.
All right, Samurai Santa. Got
To
Jerashad. Ooh, with that win, I think that puts him at the top holder of Samurai Santas now.
Do you have 2?
He's got a few. He's got more
Nice.
than 2.
Wolf Warner, you are winning a lightning leg cart.
Lightning leg cart.
Let's do Kuro's cart. Going to Picasso.
Picasso.
And 2,000 upix. Going to Lightning Leg. And Scory. You've taken Swarley's place today, getting last.
All right, so Scory's got the 1K upix. All right, so we had for the silver. All right, for the silver statue, we got Almost Human. For bronze, we've got 1990 and Antiqueen 2. And then the white, we had RDP, Swarley, and Kuro. For the Samurai Santa, that one's going to Jerashad. The Lightning Leg cart went to Wolf Warner. Kuro cart, that one went to Picasso. Lightning Leg got the 2K upix, and Scory got the 1K upix. So if you got the statues, again, reach out to Jay Sawyer for those. If you got the Samurai Santa, I'll put that up in the shop for you. And then Wolf Warner, see a lightning leg for the cart. And then lightning leg and Scory, I'll hook you up with the Upix. And then I think the other giveaway we had was the pass. So the pass, I'll get that for Cassastra.
Yep.
And I am Redbeard. It looks like you just missed it.
Well, thanks to Jay Sawyer and Shaq for coming on and hanging out with us today.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I'm not sure how he did it, but he actually finished his Walmart mission. That's awesome.
Now time for the traffic, but I'm parked now.
You're a brave man going into Walmart and jumping on a stream at the same time. So that's dedication.
Yep.
Always be promoting.
Dodging all the women in denim skirts.
What's the weather out where you guys are? What's it like out there?
Sunshine, baby.
Nice.
Not a cloud in the sky.
What's the temperatures like in Arizona right now?
I don't know if he heard you.
Dude, it's over 70 degrees, bro. Like,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
wearing flip-flops.
Holy cow. What's it like in San Fran, Shaq?
Oh, well, I don't know. Let me look. It's sunny. It's beautiful sunny outside. It's 56 degrees, high of 62.
Nice. Man, we are cold here. We're 31.
Wow.
We dropped down to 31 last night. What's it like up in the mountains, Kale? You guys like 15?
My hiking thing last week, I was sleeping outside, no tent. It was like 28 degrees, 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts. It was like in the teens. It was insane. Not my brightest move, that's for sure.
Could be worse. I know Too Stupid to Win's got like 17 inches of snow. I know. It looks like Buffalo's going to get 2 feet of snow. My son is up at the football game in Penn State today, and they're pretty cold and supposed to get some snow too. So hope the weather doesn't get too bad for their travel back because they were driving.
Dang.
They can keep that cold weather up there and that snow. That's for sure. I don't miss it. I miss my football and hockey team, but I don't miss that snow. Sawyer's just rubbing it in now. You can see the sun just beating off his head.
It's blinding.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for jumping on a stream. Just kind of a laid back, fun day. We wanted to get one more stream in. I know we'll be off tomorrow, spending that last day of the holidays with the families and watching some football. Going to watch our Bills beat up on the 49ers, I hope. So we'll see how that game goes.
All right, go Bills.
And I think Green Bay's done, right? Green Bay already played Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they play next week.
Yeah. So they beat up on Miami, if I remember correct.
Yep.
That had to be a cold game for Tua and the Dolphins.
Yes, it definitely was.
Yeah. So, well, I hope you guys have a good rest of the weekend, and we'll see everybody back on the next stream. We've only got about 6 days left of minting, so get out there and mint. I think the way we figured it out the other day is if everybody in our Discord buys just one property in Hyde Park, we will be minted out. So
wow,
just one. So let's get it done, move on, and we'll have to look and see where Granada is. I know Elslack was going to actually be on with us today, but he got the schedules confused with the different time zones, and he's out getting a Christmas tree right now. So we'll have to catch up with them and see how they're doing with their minting and how close we are to catching them. So I think they were just slightly ahead of us, but they got a lot of FSAs there too. Hyde Park. Ironically, I think Hyde Park is kind of like a ghetto area, and from what I've heard, and there's no FSAs there barely.
Oh, interesting.
It's the opposite of in real life, I guess. I don't know, but just
I'll
here,
try to
I haven't actually been there. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, until the next one, everybody, happy minting. Enjoy the weekend and stay warm where you are.
All right. Thanks, ninjas. See you,
later, everybody.
everyone.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.